Hey there, 7th and 8th grade. Welcome back to Cura Personalis. Today we'll be doing slides 16 through 19. So it's time. Pick your favorite grad and do a meme explaining about it. So how I did this, I went down here in the bottom notes section. I clicked on this link in the bottom. And you can look up images and add text to it. So maybe you're like loving, right? You just say, can't get enough. Right, something like that, right? Just whatever is your favorite grad, and then make a meme about it. So I did one does not simply master committed to doing justice. He tries it every day, right? That's a classic meme. And then you just explain, right? You don't really need too much here. Doing justice takes practice and a daily commitment, right? You just can't do it one day and say, all right, done with it. Slide 17, nothing to add here. All right, cool. Move on to slide 18. All right, something that you learned this year was, and then type a reason or put a picture below. Something that you need to work a little harder is, reason picture. And then something you're interested in learning more about, reason picture. Now, it might be a while since you learned stuff, so again, go into the notes, click on this, and you have a whole list of topics from all your classes. There's 8th and 7th grade included on here, right? So maybe if you're like, hey, something that I really liked learning about this year was The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton, right? Give a quick reason, maybe find a picture, messages of identity and brotherhood, or find a quick picture. If you just want to do a picture instead of a quick message, you can do that. If you just want to do a message instead of a quick picture, you can do that as well. So something that you need to work a little bit harder at, maybe it's confusing for you, and then something that you're just interested in learning more about, right? So again, use that list to remind yourself of what's there. And then the last thing, this might take you a little bit longer, right? But it's a note to self, right? If you could hop in a time machine, what is some advice that you would give yourself? Just a quick, I said 5 to 8 sentences here. How about 5 to 8 bullet points, all right? So we'll make it a little bit easier. So like maybe you say go to bed early. If you hit enter and you want a bullet point, just go up here. In fact, if you go back here, you can change it to delete that, a bullet point, right? Go to bed early. Another thing. Stay engaged in class by raising your hand. Another thing, the game can wait. It's not always a thing that you need to do right away. Another thing, breathe and think before reacting, right? Use some of that SEL language, right? Another thing, be kind. You never know what people are going through, especially this year, right? Everybody's been in the pandemic. It's been a little bit interesting and different for everybody. So give yourself at least 5. You can do more. 5 to 8 bullet points on advice that you give yourself. Think about all that wisdom that you've gained this year from your teachers, from parents, maybe even from other classmates, right? But that's it, all right? So we're stopping at 19 today. 16 through 19 should be done now. And again, start practicing. We don't want you to read everything to us when you present, right? The only thing you should really be reading is your opening prayer, right? For example, on the examen, you should be saying like, hey, this is the examen. We used to do it daily. It was a way for us to reflect on how our day. Here's kind of my examen for the year, some of the highlights. Grateful for my mom and dad. An emotion I had was inspired. And I thought the message behind that emotion was to surround myself with people that try their best. And I just had some intentions over there. Boom, done. You're on to the next slide, right? Hey, I want to thank my mom for always giving me advice. I want to thank classmates for yada yada. I want to thank teachers for yada yada. Boom, done. Here's some slides about me. So notice how I'm not reading it word for word to you, but I'm actually presenting. So that's what you want to start practicing as we get closer and closer to finishing this up, which tomorrow will be kind of our last slide. So go through slide 19 today, and that's it.